Alright guys, so what's in this package could very well be one of the most important parts to my entire setup. So far I've got a lot of viewers who, they want to get healthy, but they don't want to get into strength training. And in my opinion, don't get into anything else. Don't go out and get into exercising. Don't go out and get into, riding your bike. If you want to go ride your bike for fun, do that, because I like to do that. I like my mountain bike still, right? But it's all about strength training, and I'm going to show you that with this bar. This is a different breed of bar, but you really might want to consider this, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so this is from Texas Power Bars, and I am so excited because now I got like my first bar. It's the real deal bar, and let's just open it. What do you say? Okay, so I'm gonna come over here like this. I'm gonna take my handy dandy razor blade. I have no idea what I'm in for here. I'm gonna come over here like this and start cutting her open. Oh man. Alright, they really... Okay, so I gotta just tell you this. This thing is packaged beyond belief. This is, so I'm just gonna tell you this. The first bar that I ordered did not show up this way. The second bar I ordered from another company did not show up this way. So, first off, if you're going to order through Texas Power Bar, obviously they're going to package it so you get it and it's going to show up undamaged, okay? Alright. There we go. I'm going to do something like this. They have these little metal end caps pressed into there. So what I'm going to do is run this pry bar up under there like that. Okay. I should be able to grab it with my... No, look at that. There we go. Get the channel locks on there like that. Man, great job of packaging. I love it. Okay. There we go. Looks like they've got this stapled in. So don't pull it at yourself. Torque it down. Okay, you don't want to have that come flying out and hit yourself in the teeth with that. So pry it down. Don't be pulling on it. There we go. We've got that removed. Oh man, check it out. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Man, I'm gonna like this. Okay, hang on. Big fat old bar in there. See, there's staples all the way around it. That's what's stopping the bar from sliding out. Man, this is nice. Holy smokes. excellent knurling. 100%. Nailed it. All right. Okay. This is where class starts, boys and girls. All right. I want you to think this through. Ooh. Got it nice and oiled. Think it through. This is a 22-pound bar. And you say, I can't strength train. When we think of strength training, we think of we're going to get in front of an Olympic bar, we're going to sit there, we're going to deadlift 500 plus pounds. Okay? No. If you can bend over and you can pick up 10 pounds, right? If you can bend over and you can pick up 25 pounds, right? If you can bend over and pick up 35 pounds, this is a 22-pound bar. Now, it is 65 and a half inches from end to end. Typical Olympic barbell is going to be 87.5. So we've trimmed off, 5 inches either way. Okay. This bar is still 52 inches from collar to collar, so it's going to fit an Olympic setup. Now, when I first got this all set up, the first thing I went and did is I bought a smaller bar much similar to this, with this concept that I wanted to get my wife doing this. Now, follow me here. It's very logical. The problem was that bar was not 52 from collar to collar, so it wouldn't fit in the J hooks. Now, guess what? We got J hook fit. You know what this means? My wife is capable of walking up and picking up 30 pounds like that. So if I come out here and start her off deadlifting this bar of 22 pounds, and she does 4 sets of 5. Just 4 sets of 5. Now think about it. Your muscles need 72 hours to recuperate, provided you are eating properly, the proper amount of protein, okay? So if she was to come out here and deadlift this 5 times, for 4 sets, and after, let's say, a couple weeks, then we stack a 2.5 pound and a 2.5 pound, and she begins working up in these incremental stages. And each time she rests for 72 hours with proper eating. Am I correct? She's getting stronger. Am I correct that as the weeks go by, she has now snuck on additional weight? And she's not doing 500 pounds, but she's actually pulling what her body was meant to do. So now, going to the store, grabbing a bag of potatoes, putting them in the cart, I've done her a favor, haven't I? What I'm doing is I'm not enabling her to get weak. I'm enabling her to begin training. Now, I've always went to the gym. My wife's always went. But you know what women don't like to do? They don't like to do core moves at the gym because it's intimidating. When a lady's going to walk up and bench press or deadlift a small amount of weight, and you've got a guy over here doing 600 pounds, they just don't want to do that. And I get that. Never push someone into doing something they don't want, right? But now that we're at home and she's comfortable, now instead of her doing all these things, All she has to do is come out here every 3 days and properly deadlift this 20 times every third day. Now, it gets better. Now my wife has a bar. She can also bench press. So now all she has to do is bench press this. You got it. 4 sets to where the last set she knows she's working. And for the first few sets, I'm not going to overwork her. We're going to get her into the conditioning and just training of the movement of the muscles, right? And then what about deadlift? Oh, she shouldn't do deadlift. No, she should. I mean squats. Squats. We say, oh, she shouldn't do squats. Yes, she should. And I'll tell you why. Because squats done in the proper form is not hard on your body. And so if she begins starting off squatting with a lighter weight and she begins working up and strengthening her legs, now guess what? She is building the entire strength circle of her body. The only thing left would be overhead press. So her overhead press. So guess what? Got a 9-pound bar here, right? Think about this. Think about this. No one's asking anyone to be an Olympic lifter here. But how many people in their older years end up in a nursing home because their bodies gave out long before their mind did? It shouldn't be that way. If you want to empty out nursing homes, go in there and start getting those people strength training. Don't start them running excess miles. Running doesn't make you stronger. You can run all you want, but it doesn't mean you can lift a bag of potatoes and put them in your cart. I know a lot of people, and they do the treadmill every day. Great, that's great. I'm glad you're doing that. But they have a really hard time going to the store and picking things up. Isn't that the problem? We get old, we get weak, and we can't stand up. It takes strength to stand up, right? So now what this bar is this is the gateway to, now think about it. I'm 58. What if down the road I have to have a shoulder surgery or I hurt myself? And I say, okay, I am not going to quit. I'm not going to be one of those guys who go, well, I have to quit lifting. I can't do that. I guess I'll go jog. Look, Jack, jogging's not going to help. You need to be strong. That's what you need. So, this bar, if I ever get in that situation getting older, I have a bar I can immediately shift to, adjust my weight, and put strength back into that, okay? So, you'll hear the argument, well, I've had knee surgery, yeah? Well, guess what? You still squat down and squat up, don't you? Fine, do it. Get a light bar and just do it. And what you don't want to do, don't take this bar and tell yourself, I want to do this 20 times. Don't do that. You want strength, right? 4 sets of 5. 4 sets of 5, that's all. That's what you do. Is after each workout, you incrementally go up 2.5 pounds per side. That's a 5-pound jump. Twice a week is 10 pounds. Think about that. No one's asking you to get to 500 pounds, but in 6 months, where would you be? Well, I don't know. Do I have to be at a certain? No, you don't. You go until you feel that's your max, and guess what? You're going to be stronger. Not everybody's going to do that with a full-size Olympic bar, okay? I don't need this bar. I've been doing this 44 years. Walk right up, grab that Olympic bar, and I go. But I will show you this now. For you guys that are already, lifting the heavier weights, this is a 1-inch diameter bar. So guess what I have? Check this out. For curling, okay? For curling. want to get your, this is oh man, they do such a good job. Hang on, I'll go over this in a minute. They do such a good job. So you really want to position your hands for everything you do, okay? I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me adjust this back a little bit. You know, a lot of guys, they curl like this, okay? Like this? No. Pin your elbows in your sides. Get a wide grip. Now watch. You supinate your biceps, and they roll up into a hard ball. And guess what? I have 0 wrist pain, and this 1-inch diameter bar now makes it even easier on my wrists. So what the 1-inch bar is going to do, it's going to help. This will probably be my curl bar now, without a doubt. So for a big guy, strong lady, you know, you're going to be curling on this. But for a lady that wants to especially deadlift, do bent over barbell rows. Women don't have that big grip like some guys. Some women have a good healthy grip. But for people with smaller hands, this is a bar you can grab onto. Anyone can do this. And now, when our grandkids come over, they can do this. Really, ultimately, if I'm going to get my grandkids into this, they need a bar just like this, okay? Now, so these are your lines are 32 and 36, and Texas Power Bar has this super refined and defined, and the grip is amazing. For me, I don't really use my wrist wraps as much as I should. But the reason is I try to rely on my strength as much as I can. When I tell my viewers, when reloading ammunition, be very careful with your hands because of all the little movements and all the little things you're doing, okay? But strength training is different. Push your grip to the limit. Build strength. Strength will help you to overcome all this stuff, okay? So this is a premium bar. It's obviously has the shorter sleeves, narrower collars. The knurling comes all the way up to the collars. It comes pre-oiled. This is just, this isn't chromed. This isn't colored black or red or nothing. It's just like gunmetal. I like that. I just like plain steel. So I really like that. And so now I really like how Texas Power Bar, I don't know if you can see this, they pin everything together. It's a double pin system. It's not going to come apart. These bars are built like tanks, right? So now you know why I'm saying this bar is probably one of the most important tools in everything that I have, okay? If I just had the bare minimum, all you need is to be able to bench, in most importance, legs, there's quads, back, deadlift, overhead press, and then your bench. If you could do just those 4, you have everything covered. You wouldn't ever have to do anything else. Those are 4 strength moves that you can go out into the world and you can function for longevity. Strength is king, period, right? So what I'll do, I'm going to pull it up here. Let's get a close-up of the knurling and the bar. It's a fantastic bar. All right, very nice. That's so smooth. That is so smooth. That's like as smooth as a top of the line skateboard right there. You can almost imagine a disc brake right there on a vehicle. It's that smooth. So I'm going to put several links in the description box below. First one to Texas Power Bar's website, their website there. But then I'm going to put some links to some specific bars, and there are a series of bars that Texas Power Bar is manufacturing for called Starting Strength. Now, I'll also put a link to Starting Strength. Imagine if you don't have your own gym, imagine going to a gym where someone can properly instruct you and show you things you could do that's not going to waste your time. Maybe a piece of equipment that actually is harder on your joints and it really benefits the muscle. So Starting Strength, really awesome, and that's why I purchased this bar. I really wanted to support them. So here we have our double pins. That is so awesome. I will never wear this bar out. Okay. The knurling is, man. I mean, for someone to pull that out of my hand, they have to pull pretty hard. The knurling is perfect. It's perfect. It's like micro perfect, and this is probably the best knurling I've ever felt. And I'll just tell you that right now. Okay. What more do you say, right? Definitely satisfaction guaranteed. Okay, there you go. So now I'm really excited because now my wife can start working out with the basic moves for her strength. And really, my wife, you know, guys, I love to lift weights. I love to do everything. Let me back this up. I tell you, I'm not a bodybuilder. And when I say that, I mean in the terms of, you know, we like to work on our chest and, you know, bulk our arms up and, you know, get our legs beefed up. We like to do that, right? So yeah, okay. But I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to have a perfect diet and have the perfect bicep. I'm not trying to do that. A little bulking up, that's fine, right? I'm not a power lifter, you know. But I'm a gym rat. I am. I love to exist in the gym. I love to work out. People say, oh man, do you like working out? I say, well, what I really hate is getting old and being unhealthy and not being strong. And so in the meantime, I enjoy the gym, right? So that's me, okay? So this bar is going to enable a lot of people out there to jump in and follow along with my channel. I'm just a normal, everyday guy. I like to strength train. I like to be strong for life. I want to be independent. And I'm going to tell you this, you know, You know, I'll always tell my viewers, no man can lengthen the days of his life. The Lord knows when He's going to take you away. But God does give us the option to take better care of ourselves so that we don't have to go to a nursing home and have someone take care of our basic needs. How degrading is, you know, if we could go back in time and do a better job of strengthening ourselves for the duration we're going to be here. Isn't that what you want? And then what are you doing? You're enjoying life longer. So there you go. Okay? There we go. Guys and gals, that's the end of this video. God bless. We'll see you on the next.